Ah! My Facebook just crashed on me. Hey, everybody, give me just a minute if you're watching on YouTube. Facebook just crashed on me, so now I have to reset stuff. Nothing goes the way I want. Okay. There we go. Almost ready. All right, let's try this again. Facebook is crashing on me every single time. Well, you guys, I might just be on YouTube only today. I'll try one more time. All right, maybe third time's the charm. Let's see. Okay. I think we're set. All right. Sorry, you guys, if you're on Facebook watching me, let me know if you can hear me okay. You can see me okay. Facebook is being a little glitchy today. So I think things are good. So I just have to find my video so I can see comments from you guys. As you're popping on, tell me hi. Tell me what you're working on. Trying to move this so you can actually see me a little bit without everything falling down. Oh, hi, Shar. Mama's on YouTube, said hi, hi, Mama. Okay, good. Good. I had to restart my Facebook video like 3 times before it decided it was actually going to do something. So you guys know me, technology and I, we have a love-hate relationship. Oh, Sherry, hi, Oriana. Nicole making crochet hair scrunchies. That's fun. Hi, Jill. Okay, I've been talking to Melissa for so long before we get started. I'm thirsty. Hi, Holly. Yeah, a few of you still working on the Who You Gonna Shawl. Melissa had a little minor setback with hers. Not the fault of the pattern by any stretch. Terry making your summer sorrel, excellent. E working on your Etta. Good, good, good. Okay, so we will go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is March 27th, 2023. I am Kristen. I am the owner of the little yarn shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC marketplace. Everything in here is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., except the coffee shop. Currently, the coffee shop is 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you are downtown Saginaw in the morning and you need a little caffeine kick, sometime between 8 and 4, pop in and see the girls at the coffee shop in here. Holly had a major setback, started clue 3 on clue 1. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Sarah started a pleated scarf. Awesome. Joyce working on the cat love. Sock Madness seems like it's quite a thing again this year. Hi, Cindy. So, a couple things. I guess that have to do with time and place of stuff. So Monday nights, while I'm in the shop doing a Facebook Live, Deb is up in the front lobby, hosting her drop-in knitting. You don't have to schedule that ahead of time. It's $10. You can pop in for 2 hours from 6:30 to 8:30. It doesn't matter what project you're working on. She is there to help you. Quite a few of the girls are working on colorwork sweaters right now. In a Flurry is the name of it. It's a Jill Zielinski Knitterella pattern. We like her. And she's a local girl. So if you want to work on that and you want to be here and get help from Deb or Karen or me, the ideal times to do it would be Mondays from 6:30 to 8:30. Thursday nights during social knitting, you're welcome to come here. You may not get as much one-on-one time with Deb because that's kind of her night off to just kind of do social knitting. She's not technically working Thursday nights when she's here. I just offer up the shop as the place for people to come hang out. This past Thursday, there was quite a crowd, I heard. Usually what happens then is the following week, everybody gets nervous, so nobody shows up. So we'll find some happy medium in there somewhere. I need a bigger shop. That's what we decided. Okay, so that's what's kind of going on around here. I also wanted to remind those of you who may not have seen the post, Purple Sage is closed this week, the bead store. She took a much needed vacation, so we're happy for her. Like a lot of small businesses do, it means there's no coverage in the store, so she had to close the shop for a week. So if you need beads, wait until next week. Reminder, local yarn store day, April 29th. You're going to hear me say this a lot. I'm super excited. More and more things are happening, and I just can't wait. It's going to be a fun day. So let's talk about knitting. You may have noticed what I'm wearing, although in Facebook land, you can't see a whole lot of me, but I got my poncho done. So this is the LYS poncho. Lace on the sleeves. It is just open. It's not seamed at all except on the shoulder. So no side seams or anything. The yarn is Barocco Lumi, Lumi. It's one of their new spring yarns. It's the same front and back, just two big rectangles with some shoulder shaping. It is, there's my pants line. It is a little bit short in terms of overall length, but it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be obviously something you layer over other things. But I'm really happy. I was trying to figure out ahead of time if you could actually see the sparkle in it at all. You can a little bit. I had a lot of comments that this color looks really good on me. I think it only looks good on me when I'm tan. So that just means I have to keep my tan for a while. Whether that's going to the tanner or finding my way to Florida. But the pattern is very straightforward. Stockinette across the middle section, just a little bit of lace on either side. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. The photos that they have just don't do this pattern justice. We were playing with the colors. I do have all of the yarn colors here. It takes anywhere from, well, of course, I don't have it right here with me. I believe it's anywhere from 8 to 13 balls of this yarn. They come in little 50-gram balls. I have more on order, so you can see the colors also on. The best way, if you're not local and you can't come in to see the colors, would be to look on Barocco's website. Their photos are going to be the most accurate color-wise. I mean, I feel like this peachy color looks pretty accurate on camera, but I know in the past when I've held up colors, they don't look quite right. Hi, Joe. Hi, Michelle. Sherry, thank you. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I started looking through my wardrobe trying to figure out what I could layer this over, and I think it might be a staple in my wardrobe. I may, well, I was gonna say I might have it on LYS day, but I think Melissa's making me a special shirt to wear that day, so we'll see. I'll wear it plenty between now and then, though. So that's what I'm wearing and what I finished. What I am working on are two different things. The first is a pattern that is being released on LYS Day. This is not the pattern that Jill is writing. This is a different one. You might remember last year there were quite a few different designers that offered up download codes to get their pattern for free if you bought the yarn. Jessica, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm just going to say the name of her design business is Double the Stitches. Last year she did a semicircular shawl called Coterri. It was pictured in like a mustard yellow color. This year she has designed a rectangular shawl called LYS Love. Look at that. See that secret advanced preview copy. Do not distribute. I feel like I can show this to you because she does have the pattern page up on Ravelry so you can see it. You can't buy the pattern yet. It's not been released yet, but you can actually see it on your computer screen in a little more detail. What's really cool about this pattern is the construction. So it takes 3 skeins of a DK weight yarn, which is one of the reasons it's going so quickly, which I like very much. I have it upside down. So it starts with this center lace panel. You cast on the bottom, work your way up on the lace. This color is just, I love this red. Look at the variation in that color. Just the lights and darks. The yarn I'm using is, I have one somewhere. I just have to find it behind the screen. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Wonderscapes is by Friendly Products. They're the same companies that do Variations yarn. This is their limited edition silk and wool, 75% fine merino, 25% silk. Lovely thick stuff. So you start with that center panel. Then once you get that done, you bind off, you block it, then you pick up and knit along, it's getting so big. You pick up and knit along one edge of the lace. There's some stockinette and then a little bit of lace to finish it off. My husband and I started watching 1923, I guess the prequel to Yellowstone. I didn't watch Yellowstone, but we were watching 1923 while I was knitting this lace. And I got so into watching the show, I actually knit more rows than I had to and had to rip lace out. The lace is written and charted. I'm really enjoying it. So, I mean, I started this, you guys know I'm a fast knitter. I started this Thursday night, worked on it. Friday was pretty quiet in here, so I got a little bit of a fair amount of it done here in the shop on Friday. Yesterday was a big knitting day. I did the side panel yesterday. And I had a little bit of time to knit this morning, so it's not taking me very long. What else can I say about it? The lace, these little sections are 4-row repeat. These bigger sections are 6-row repeat. So it's not a lot to keep track of. You might notice my little ends. You see how cute they are? They're little macarons. I have a pile of new point protectors, stitch stoppers, whatever we want to call them. Wait till you see the ones that are on my other project. The girls went a little crazy last week in the shop with, well, the last week and a half, I guess, with taking the stitch stoppers down to the bead store and having Sarah make them into stitch markers. So this is a little elephant. She took the pair, she made one with a little lobster claw, one with a jump ring on there. So they could be point protectors or they can be stitch markers. This is Nicole's brilliant idea. Ashley got some little, what are those things called? I want to say pelican, but it's not pelicans, flamingos. And some black cats. So my selection was getting pretty limited, but I was debating on whether I'm going to show very many to you or not, because I'm not crazy about the packaging. And if it wasn't such a pain, I would probably repackage everything when it comes to me. Might be something I pay Victoria to do at some point, because this shiny package is a lot to look at. But look at these little pigs. So I have pigs and cows and little paw prints. Look at these. They come in sets of 2. Most of the styles that I have are $8.50 each. Some of them come in different colors. There are, she calls these ones little retro flowers. Those are kind of assorted colors. They're the same. The 2 in the package are the same, but they're different. So like the package of the macaron are 2 different colors. They're little candies. Those are super fun. Some new ones that I got, these little bird houses. They're showing up better on Facebook, I think, than they are on YouTube. Iced coffee. Look how fun those are with the little straws. Gnomes. I got Easter gnomes. Literally the whole end of the table where I normally sit is just piled with these little guys. So I have bright pink Easter gnomes and purple Easter gnomes. Look how cute they are. So most of them are $8.50. I do have some smaller, like shiny hearts and tulips that are $4.50. Nope, $6.50. So you'll have to stop in and take a look, because I have a lot. They have a lot to choose from. There are cows and mushrooms. But what I wanted to show you was my other ones that I have on the other project. These little guys. I don't even know what you call them. I'm sure they probably have a name, but they're so stinking cute. I can't get over how cute they are. They're just little fluff balls, floofs. I don't know. They just make me very happy. I feel like I might not put any of these out for sale and keep them all for myself. I won't. I'll just order more because I love them. You know, you need things that make you happy. So this project is the other project that I'm working on right now, which is my Vellicor sweater. So this pattern is by Andrea Mowry. Hers is written for 3 colors. So you've got her main dark color that goes through the whole thing. Then she has a light as her contrast, and then kind of a mid-tone as her accent color. I decided I was doing 2 colors. So I've got the light as my main color and then a zauber ball. So I'm getting back into some of the purples now, but it's doing all the fun color changes on its own, which I love. and it's making it a little bit more fun. It's not that it's a difficult knit at all. It's just, it's not as fast as I would like it to be, you guys, which is probably not a bad thing. Can slow myself down every once in a while. But Julie was nice enough, Julie McVicker, which a lot of you see when she and her husband comment on things, was nice enough to bring in. She mentioned last week that she did the Bellator. So this is hers. So she's got a white as the main color, a light pink as her contrast color, and then a dark pink as her accent color. So you can see a little bit more the stripes and how the pattern's supposed to be, but I like easy. So I like that the Zauberball is doing most of the color change work for me, and I don't have to do much beyond that. Julie used bamboo pop sock. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Which we carry here in the shop, and she got from here in the shop, which is a really nice yarn. It has really good yardage. Bamboo pop sock is what I used in my summer trellis, which is the top that I commented when I was in Mexico. I wore that one more than I wore anything else because of how comfortable the yarn is. The material is that you end up knitting. So those are what I'm working on. I feel like my shirt is making this little poncho go back. The LYS Love Shawl. Very shortly, I am hoping to be test knitting / sample knitting Jill Zielinski's new design that will be released on LYS Day, like she did last year. We are working on kits. You might see a couple of them behind me. I will be taking pre-orders for the kits. We will have them here on LYS Day. There are going to be, I told her I wanted 3 different color choices. I think we might end up with 6 or 7 at the color choices. So I've got, there's like a blue tones, gray tones. I didn't want to bring them out and show you because 1, I don't have all the colors yet. And 2, when I was trying to show Melissa earlier, the colors just weren't coming out very accurate. So I don't want you guys to get like, I don't know, inaccurate images, I guess. So the shawl will be a 3-skein triangular kind of asymmetrical shawl, sort of a stitch sampler style, I think is what she's going for. I've not seen any of it yet. Of the different kit combinations, she and I are the only ones putting kits together for this that I'm selling here in the shop. And she is doing a custom combination, custom dyed colors for the shop. You know, I love my jewel tones, so it's going to be gorgeous. I will have all of the kit combinations here to see in the store by Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, I am meeting up with her to get the final packages. I'm hoping that we can get some really good, accurate photos taken so I can post those out to the Yarniverse world. And so those of you who can't come in can at least get a picture of it. It is fingering weight. So the kits are going to be $130. What that gets you is 3 skeins of her fingering weight elemental yarn, which is yarn that never has left the US. The sheep were from the US. It was spun in the US, dyed in the US, dyed by Jill in Pinconning. So she owns a company called North Bay Fibers, in addition to being a designer under the name Knitterella. So this is a shawl she's designing. We're using her yarns. It's kind of a special thing. They are really good on yardage. For 100 grams. They have 465 yards. So the kit will include 3 skeins of yarn, a download code for the pattern. You will get one of these cute little new tote bags that I just got in. Isn't it adorable? This thing holds a lot. I have 6 kits here. I had 7 before Julie took one so she could start test knitting too once we get a pattern. I had all 7 kits in this little tote bag, so it holds a lot. If you order one of the kits and you pick yours up on LYS day, your kit will go in there and then you'll be able to shop and put a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. We'll have all kinds of goodies. And then we will have other items in the kit as well. I just haven't quite figured out what that's going to be yet. You know me, I want some sort of little snacky thing in there. I just have to, I'd like to find something local, but have it be something that can ship as well as, yes, Julie, you can get a bag for test knitting. I want a little snack in there, but it needs to be something that I can give to local people, plus be able to ship out. So obviously chocolate's maybe not the ideal thing. I don't want to be putting chocolate in with yarn anyway. So I have to figure out, last year I did those pretzels that I love, and I didn't have any left after I bought them all and put them all in the kits. So, which is probably a good thing because I would have eaten them all. If any of you know of anything local, let me know if you have some sort of idea. There's lunch. There is a young lady. I think I don't even think she's in high school yet. Maybe she's in high school. She has a popcorn company called Cakes the Great. And she's local here. I may reach out to her and see. She does all kinds of like flavored popcorn mixtures. So might have to think about that. So there's going to be something else in the kits as well. That's where I was going with it. That is what I'm going to be hoping to start soon. If you guys know my rationale on things, if I don't have that to work on, I need a new shawl sort of thing. Since I finished the poncho, I need something else to work on besides the sweater that feels like it's taking me a long time. This other shawl, the LYS Love shawl, will probably be done in the next day or so. So I'm thinking it's time for a new cowl. Andrea Mowry just came out with this. It's called the DRK Everyday Cowl. She has a whole series that are DRK is her design name, Dre Everyday Knits. So she has this like the everyday socks and the everyday sweater. So this is, and my printer's kind of going on the fritz, so it's tricky to see, but it is a cowl that is with garter and little strips, slip stitch stripes. Say that one 5 times fast. It's written to be knit in either DK or fingering held double. And her pattern is quite a few pages because she puts in there how to knit it if you want it to be sort of a fade, or she says technically it's written for DK, but she has the modifications on how to use 2 strands of fingering held together. Size 6 needles. It's knit flat. It's knit similar to her shift cowl, where you knit the whole thing flat, fold it back, and then seam. She has videos on how she does the seaming. She likes an exposed seam on it. But I think I'm still on this bandwagon of holding things together, and I'm thinking either the white mohair or the white Surrey Stratus. held with one of the gradients from Wonderland. So this is their fingering weight blossoms yarn. And oh, you got it done already, Julie. Awesome. I knew Jill was having Julie do one of the DK weight ones. This everyday cowl. I mean, it's going to be pretty quick to go. So I'm thinking I'm going to hold this with this and you'll get a beautiful gradient look. I just can't decide what color I want to do because spring is coming and I think springy, and this yellow and green is just, I don't know, it's so springy and happy, but I don't know if that with this is really going to be much of a spring thing. I don't know. I had this sitting out the other day in the shop and it got a lot of positive feedback. So I'm thinking this might be the direction I go. It's kind of a cream color in the middle. So knowing that, this is one of those situations where you would have to decide whether you're going to pull from the outside or the inside based on what colors you want. I do have the blossoms in sport weight, which I probably could use instead of DK weight too, and then not have to hold anything with it. Might be thinking on that one a little bit more. However, if you're holding two strands together, you need the yardage it calls for in each yarn. So this calls for anywhere from 150 to 384 yards. So I would need that much of the surrey and that much of the fingering. With this cake having 475 yards, I'm not going to use the whole thing. And it's not really a pattern that's conducive to modifying it and making it larger or smaller without a lot of math because of how it's constructed, like you're doing increases and then increases and decreases. So I would have to decide if I pulled from the middle and started with that light color, I may only get to about here and just use the light to the medium blue. Or if I start from the outside, I probably won't get much of the light at all. So what I could do is start a little ways into the dark, and then I would kind of work my way through a majority of it. Or you just knit it the way it is and you don't put that much thought into it. But I think that might be my next project. Larger needle. You could, it calls for a size 6. You could make a bigger one if you wanted a larger finished product. Circumference, so she has sizes toddler, youth, adult small, and adult large. So that's kind of fun that you could do. You could do like mommy and me cowls. If you have a daughter and a granddaughter, or if you and your daughter want matching cowls, that would be kind of fun. Size 6 needles. So like I said, anywhere from 150 to 384 yards of DK weight, or if you were to hold two together, you would need that much yardage in each. So that might be the next. Use 345 yards on a size 7. Okay. Did you do the largest one, I wonder? Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? I have lots of notes today, and knock on wood, but my little tablet seems to be behaving itself today. So that's pretty accurate. Well, no, this says 384 yards you would need. So she does, I know a lot of designers put a buffer in there, so you're not gonna like run out of yarn. So in talking about kits a little bit with North Bay Fibers, I had mentioned the past couple weeks that I was going to be working with somebody to put kits together for the road trip mystery knit along. That's initially what I went to Jill to talk about. She and I met up and we were going to sit down and put kits together for the Great Lakes road trip mystery knit along. The two designers that are coordinating it all and that designed this mystery knit along shawl are working with Manos del Uruguay to put kits together. So we are taking pre-orders for those. Pre-orders have to be in by the end of the month. So you have a couple days left to get those. And then I will have the kits here no later than April 29th for LYS Day. And the pattern kicks off on that day. So April 29th, the first clue comes out, and then every 2 weeks for 9 stops. So it goes from the end of April all the way through mid-August. It's not meant to be daunting. It's meant to be more leisurely. Julie, when she stopped in the other day, was nice enough to bring her one of her past shawls. So the first year, this is their 4th road trip mystery. The first year they did Pennsylvania. And this is Julie's. So it's a crescent shaped fingering weight shawl, 3 colors. They do like beads. Beads are optional. There are beads down in the bottom in the little lace and up here in this lace, just at the bottom of the V's. You can't really see it a lot, but totally optional. Shawl would be beautiful with or without. They have done different shapes over the years. They have said that this year's will be similar, like a semicircular crescent shawl, like this one is. I think it's really interesting though. When Julie brought this to me, at first I thought it had these little points because of the way she blocked it or because of the way it was hanging, but that is intentional because it's made to seam if you wanted to. If you seamed it along the edge, you could make it more like a poncho, which I think is pretty neat too. If you seamed it right, you could almost wear it like one of the Casapinka All Point South or something like that. So this was the Pennsylvania road trip. They have said that they will do tutorial videos for any techniques that are anything different than the standard techniques that we're used to. And it's like a choose your own adventure too. So each clue has 2 choices for the patterning that you're going to do. I've done one like that in the past called Follow Your Arrow by Isolde Teague. And I kind of lagged behind a little bit, I cheated a little bit. I went in and looked at people's project pages to see what the 2 options looked like before I decided how I wanted to move on. Some people are adventurous enough that they do 2 shawls in tandem and do one with each set of clues, which is also fun, but that's probably a lot to take on. But really, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if the original one was 9 segments as well, but it's not a ton of knitting. I mean, you think about it, it's not nearly as daunting as 5 skein Stephen West 1 month knit along. You know, this is going 18 weeks, 9 stops, 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn. Nope, 4 skeins of fingering weight yarn, 3 colors. So it won't be as intense as either the Casapinka or the Stephen West. Melissa, what? Can you not hear me anymore? Is it better now? Okay. I don't know what's going on with my stuff. You guys. Okay. Julie's Pennsylvania road trip. I talked about that. Oh, before I forget, I emailed Dream in Color about the March pop-up club color. So we got February's toward the end of the month, last month. I have not seen anything this month, so I emailed them, got a message back right away that said, they let things get a little bit out of, I don't know, they overextended themselves, I guess we could say. So they have opted to push the pop-up club back a month. So what would have been March's yarn will now be April's yarn. They have said that it is being, well, it's being skeined up now, that it's done being dyed and will be shipped out soon. So instead of being a very late March club color, it will be a early April, early in the month anyway, April club color. I don't know anything about it yet. They haven't sent us photos or anything. So as soon as I have that, for those of you who are in the club, I will make sure that yours get set aside. I will post about them when they come in. They should be still that same sort of dip dyed to do the assigned pooling knitting. Let's see, the last thing I have to talk about. Oh, I did want to mention I got in another shipment when I got my point protectors. I got in another shipment of pearl strings. These are the regular. I do have the chunky sets, which are for any needle size above 8. But I get in both the chunky and the sweater plus sets, I get the multi-color. So you get 3 strands. Each one is a different color. 2 of them are 1 meter in length. 1 of them is 2 meters in length. So the benefit of the kits that have all 3 colors in there is that I can look at this and know that this turquoise one is my really, really long one. And my pink one and my yellow one are my still long, but not as long pieces. So 2 of them are 1 meter, which is that much. Can't even get my 2 hands on the screen. That much. 2 meters is twice that much. So these are perfect for using one of these for each of your sleeves, one of these for the body of whatever you're working on. They work as stitch holders. They work as try-on tubes. They have a lot of different uses. For circumstances where you're knitting on a shawl and it says put some of your stitches on hold and then go do something else, these are perfect for that. The little tube, your needle kind of plugs right into the end of it and you can slide it one way or the other. If you need more of a demonstration, I can do that, but I don't pick the colors that are in the multi-sets. So like this one's brights. This one has more muted springy tones. They are all different ones, pinks and purples. So if you want one, you kind of get whatever assorted one we grab, but they are $16 and well worth it. I have one set. I'm thinking I need to get a second one because I use them so frequently, especially for stitch holders for things. New bags in the shop. I posted the other day about the fun Malabrigo totes that came in. These are a pretty heavy canvas. They're done by Bagoo, which I know I've seen before, this company. Oh, upside down. There we go. Bagoo. Heavy duty canvas. They're, I don't know, maybe 2-inch box bottom base. These ones have the Malabrigo yarn types, some of the colors. Just kind of a fun little thing. They will be $24. Right now I have them listed at $20. Ruth, the road trip shawl kits are $122 or $140, I believe, whether you get the Mrs. size or the plus size. The plus size has 1 extra skein of the main color of yarn. So the Malabrigo bags are here in the shop. I have a few of those left. And I also got these really cute bags from Lantern Moon. These little dumpling style, well, I don't know, drawstring style project bags. These ones have, oh, look, my hair is everywhere. These ones have a nice wide, they got a nice wide bottom on them. There's, look at this, I love these little sheep. They're so cute. These are $25 and I have mustard, red, and black. Look at how cute they are. My hair is everywhere, you guys. These I don't have listed on the website, but I have them here in the store and you could always call for some too. I have a couple of each color and they just are, they're super sweet. They're almost like a, not quite a burlap material, but they're a little bit stiffer. So they're sturdy bags. We want all the bags all the time. Can't have enough project bags. Okay, let me check my notes. Oh, those of you who were interested in doing the Barocco yarn tasting, I have the kits put together for those. I'm thinking April 13th and 14th, which would be a Thursday and a Friday. I'll have two different sessions. So if you can't make one, you can make the other. So this is my preliminary information from 3 to 4:30, either Thursday, April 13th or Friday, April 14th. Unless that's Good Friday. I might have to look at that again. Once I get the dates figured out, I will put it out there to those of you who were interested. The yarn tasting will be $20. You get a little drawstring bag, mesh bag that has mini skeins of the 6 new yarns that Barocco came out with for spring. I might have a couple other little Barocco yarns in there. 4/7 is Good Friday. Okay, good. I might have a couple other Barocco yarns in there for you to play around with. I will have patterns. There are a few cowl patterns that are designed for kind of a yarn tasting thing. So you would bring a variety of sizes of needles. I have prizes. You get a download code for 50% off one pattern from Barocco's website. You get a little yarn tasting menu so you can make notes. And as we talk about different things, you get their spring lookbook. Did I mention prizes? They sent some pretty good stuff. I have pattern books. I have a kit, a sock kit that comes with a pattern book. So that's kind of fun. So that's what I'm going to shoot for, I think. So April 13th and 14th from 3 to 4:30 either day. I will have signups out hopefully soon. And we can get that a little bit more. We may have some snacks. I'm not sure yet. I like snacks, but sometimes, you know, snacks and yarn don't necessarily agree with each other all that much. Okay. That was the only thing on my list that I forgot to talk about. So as a reminder, once I'm done with this video, it will upload to both YouTube and Facebook in I think they're both listed under the live video sections instead of just like regular videos. I was having a hard time finding mine when I was on YouTube the other day. You guys probably know better than I do. I'm not that way very technologically advanced. So you can always go back if you caught just toward the end of this, you can go back, watch from the beginning. If there's something that you want, like you could see that Sherry and Ruth are doing, put it in the comments and we'll be happy to pull things, set them aside for you. don't forget, April 29th is local yarn store day. We've got a lot in store. I will, as we get closer and I have more information, I will share all of that with you. All right. I hope everybody has a good night and a good week, and that you stay creative and inspired to start something or finish something or just work your way slowly on things. So have a good week. If I don't see you here in the shop sometime this week, I will see you all right here next Monday at 7 p.m. Have a good week.